alaikum. I would like to express my gratitude to the Congress organizers and thanks the government of Kazakhstan for its generous hospitality. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, here I would like to briefly mention 7 points. 1. In today's world and era, where people are close to each other and observe each other's ideals and actions, and the world has become a small village, on the one hand, its news and information are available to everyone. And on the other hand, its communication and transactions have moved beyond time and space, peaceful coexistence without insulting the opinions and ideas of others and without humiliating the opposite is a requirement of human rationality. Today, people cannot follow their own lifestyles in peace without considering other people's sensitivities and lifestyles. Religious rationality requires that all the elders of religious denomination reach an allied consensus and prevent from war, terror, excommunication, and violence. 2. Today, security is one of the basic prerequisites for achieving happiness in any religion. Without peace and peaceful life, the followers of any religion will face serious challenges in achieving the good of prosperity and salvation. 3. From the Islamic point of view, man is created free and has the right to choose his belief. No compulsion in religion causes the real belief, and belief in a religion must be free in order for the title of religion to apply to it. 4. In the last century, the warmongers have tried to tear the world apart and find a place for themselves by clinging to the threads of religious differences. In this century, war and violence have mostly occurred in places of our world where valuable energy sources such as oil and gas are involved, or weapons trade has been followed for a few profit seekers. This shows that those who promote war and violence in today's world are the ones who follow their interests. Utilitarianism is the continuous project of the tyrants of the world. And in the eyes of the tyrant and self-interested, the lives of innocent people have the least value. They do not consider the expulsion of others from their homes and exile from their homeland, not as a shame, but an opportunity to build a settlement for themselves. 5. From a value-oriented perspective, in a world where such tyrants are trying to steal the heritage and property of the oppressed people, using rationality between the oppressed along with tolerance is the best way to deal with multiple denominations, diverse ethnicities, and different sects. Tolerating opposing opinions and preventing violence and insults in facing each other will create a more beneficial and peaceful world for all believers and oppressed to confront the tyrants. 6. What promote the World Forum for Proximity of Islamic School of Thought in Islamic Republic of Iran to follow the project of Wiki Wahdat and the study plans regarding the achievement to common project lies in 2 basic points. On the one hand, we have much more in common in our religiousness with other religious people, so we should try to get to know the otherness better and expand our commonalities with the otherness and find ways to promote cooperation, sympathy, and peaceful coexistence. This is one of the examples of proximity of denominations. On the other hand, deep knowledge of believers from each other will block the way to ignorance, bigotry, insults, and violence Because when we know a denomination as it is, others cannot add to its price or disprice with false claims and gain their benefits from the mud of this kind of ignorance and prejudices through the production of war and conflict. This will prevent anti-proximity plans, and if the expression is correct, it will prevent the fairness of denominations. Once again, I mentioned that the achievement to global peace and the new style of living requires the comprehensive cooperation of all countries of the world. Religious and ethnic prejudices will ultimately distance us from this holy strategy in the world. 7. Finally, a moral reminder is useful in the methodology of dealing with religious and ethnic differences. Permission of conflicting ijtihads means the way of understanding the text and respecting the ethics of differences in these ijtihads is the best way the religious elites have taught us in the path of moral excellence. There are significant moral instructions in the history of governance, in the biographies of religious elders, in moral resources, and in the books about regulation of good governance, about how we should deal with a non-religionist and the opponent. In these resources, there are interesting customs for discussing differences. There are ethical manners whose observance stabilizes human honor, strengthens human dignity, and paves the grounds of excellence for those who seek the truth. We should prize the contemporary researchers who have written about the ethics of disagreement and have written useful books. These contain useful instructions for the politicians as well. Let's help each other to build a better world than the past. Thank you.